And I want to make sure I continue that road. Hello, pretty people. All the pretty people say hi, Jerusha. I am here. Yes, a book face in the building. Instagram in the building. We want to make sure I share to my group. And just so you know, every Wednesday night I am present. And I want to make sure I bring great actionable business tips, tools, hacks, strategies, marketing, branding, all the things that you need to leverage and monetize social media. And so my commitment is every Wednesday I show up just for you. If you'd like to be a guest, great. We can do one-on-one coaching. You can either subscribe to my TikTok. The subscribers get a little bit more, one-on-one coaching over on TikTok because they actually became a subscriber. And then I get to spend more time with you if you subscribe right there on TikTok. If you're in my group, Business Tips, Motivation, and Inspiration, yes, you can ask one business question and I'll be happy to answer that question privately, or I would teach on that subject. And so, yes, I am happy to share what I know for sure. What I know for sure, baby, about social media, how to leverage and monetize social media, what I've learned over the last 4 years being on social media. Like, I think I have all the answers at this point. So I wanted to make sure I brought it to the table. So if you have questions, you can ask me anything about leveraging and monetizing social media. And my hope is to shorten somebody else's learning curve. I don't want you to make the mistakes. Yes, I want you to get there faster. So tag your business bestie right now. Your business partners, your associates, the representatives, the consultants, whoever, right? Your affiliates, tag every single person. And I know you have questions about, how do I actually leverage and monetize social media? That is the biggest question. And so most people, they're afraid to market, right? Which this is something that you have to do. You actually have to market. That's probably the only way that you're going to get in front of the best people, your ideal people, right? Your ideal client is for you to market every single day. And so, yes, so if I have some questions coming in, you can ask me anything that I've learned, that I've experienced. So I've been an entrepreneur for, too many years, just too many years at this point. Many, many years. I've been an entrepreneur. And I've trained thousands over the years. I've developed leaders over the years. I've done a lot. And so I've always been a speaker. My background is radio and television. Loved the industry, hated the hours. And so I'm pretty excited at this season in my life. I'm helping 1,000 families create residual income, extra money using social media so I can teach on this subject. And so 1,000 families, can you believe it? I've committed to 1,000 families, Richard. Yes, so it's scary, but I like scary things. And so, yes, I like to be like a little bit like intimidated. It feels kind of good at the same time, like, ooh, that's going to be hard. Oh, but I want to do it. And so even when I created my course, the 3-day ride. So yes, the 3-day ride will be available in August. You don't want to miss it. Obviously, it's always updated. It's always new. And it's going to be where you can bring your team in as well. I'm so excited. You have 10 team members. You get to ride for free. I know you get 10 business partners to get in the ride. You get to ride for free. So it's so many different things that are happening in every app that I use, every scheduling tool that I use, all of the resources, everything is in the 3-day rides. And so I like the fact that I show you and share my screen. It is digital, a lot of it, which is great for me, but I am going to be live with you, answering questions and taking you through the 3-day ride. So I'm super excited. And even if you've taken the ride before, if you have not implemented, you have to take the ride again because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. And so there are certain people that I monitor so I can get a gauge on what people are confused with, what they don't understand, and what I need to double down on. And so that has been one of the things that I updated in how I share and what I show, because a lot of times when you're teaching like this, people hear you, but they don't know what to do. Is that a lot of you? Like, you hear people saying market, but you're like, I thought I'm posting. That's not marketing though. Posting is not marketing. And then you're like, but I'm doing it every day. Okay. Yeah. You're posting every day. You're not marketing every day. So just getting into detail with every nuance is going to really help people. And I like to hold people by their hand. I answer every question. So it's a little different that I've seen with most coaches, most courses or whatever. This is definitely, I want your testimony and I want your success story. So I need you to succeed. Yes, absolutely. I love it. So thank you so much. Yes. Okay. I see a few, well, I see one question. So I'm happy to answer any of your questions. Um, and I got that from you saying you post every day. Well, a lot of people post every day. So this is what I see to answer this. To answer this question, if I post like this, that didn't do anything. That is a post. That's not really marketing. That's me just posting, right? But if the caption, if the hook, if I have some type of verbiage on the screen, right, that helps the viewer understand why I'm smiling and holding this liquid gold, then it becomes marketing. And so, but me just taking a cute picture, that's not really marketing. Okay, I look cute, right? But I could be talking about, my skin, how good my skin looks, right? How my tone of my entire body. I could talk about a lot of things in the picture to make it marketing and not just a post. And so I could talk about hair. If I just have a cute picture, I could talk about, what healthy hair looks like, or healthy skin, less fine lines and wrinkles. I could talk about all these things in the post, but just a picture is not marketing. So hopefully that answers your question. That's alone by itself is not. And I know a lot of people that, because I'm helping 1,000 families get started with me right now in business, put 1,000 in the chat. If you're curious, if you want to know the difference in what I used to do and what I do right now, and you're like, I thought she was in direct sales. I was. And so I transitioned to an online space, and that's what I'm focused on, is helping other people be able to do both. And so when you're able to build a business online and offline, baby, you're a double threat. And so I love the online space because I get to see all of you. I get to meet all of you. And there's 4.8 billion people online. I'm not running out of people. I'm not running out of people to talk to. And that's the one thing that I teach very well in the 3-day ride, is how you can have unlimited leads. I want you to have unlimited leads. This is the season that every realtor, every finance, insurance, all of you need leads. Raise your hand if you need leads. Everybody needs leads. That's how your business is growing, because you need leads. And so go ahead. If you're in the business tips, motivation, and inspiration group, you have the floor that you can ask any question. If I see other questions, great. But you are my number one priority is the people that are in my private group. And so you're able to join us if you like, or if you're on TikTok, you can just subscribe, and then we'll do one-on-one coaching. The other thing that people want to know, along with the marketing and posting, is how often should you do it, which seems generic. It depends. People got all these things. If you Google it, it's going to say a different thing than what I'm saying. It really depends on your algorithm. So I can post at 6:06 every morning on Facebook, and that one post will get 100, 200 views. If I post at 8 a.m., the same content, it won't do as well. So my algorithm over 4 years know that I post around 6 a.m. in the morning. Well, I started posting around that time because, like, tomorrow my son has to be at school at 5:45. So he has football at 5:45, which means I'm already up and going. So it was convenient for me to post at 6. So I started doing that 3-4 years ago, consistently posting at that time. So that's where my algorithm knows, okay, she's going to post around this time. And I get more views at that time. I noticed during the summer months, I post more 7, 8. I get less views. So I think it depends on your algorithm. Now, what we know about TikTok is different from Facebook and Instagram. What we know about TikTok, hold on, is you got to do 2, 3, 4 times a day, because it's video. Video hits differently. So we already know, you've heard most influencers, top producers, Gary Vee, all the people who study TikTok, every single person is like, you got to do 2, 3, 4 videos a day on TikTok to really get the viewership. And you have to do it consistently. Consistently could be just 90 days. You got the momentum, and then now you break off to doing 1 video a day. But you got to have that 2, 3, 4 videos every day for 60 to 90 days to even get the algorithm on your side on TikTok. On Facebook, not so much. You don't have to have too many. Now, when we tell people to post 2 and 3 times a day. You can't post all at one time. I know that seems simple, but I see people posting one cute picture of you and another cute picture of you and another cute picture of you back to back. And I'm going to need you not to do that. Because guess what? Nobody is seeing the second and third picture. So if I post a picture or any type of content, doesn't matter what it is, any content, let me change my verbiage. If you post any content right now at 8:30, and then I post another one at 8:35, and then I post another one at 8:40, the algorithm is confused. It is not going to show anybody those pieces of content. It's going to be confused because it's thinking, do you want me to show them picture number 1, 2, or 3? You did it all at one time. We need you to spread it out. We're talking 4 hours, 5 hours spread out throughout the day to give the algorithm a chance to reach all these people, to reach everybody that's in your friend group. And so I see people, when I look, you can see the time that you post. Because I'm helping 1,000 families, I'm looking at a lot of accounts, helping a lot of people. And so when I'm looking, I'm like, I told you to post 3 times, but I meant 3 times throughout the day. Okay, any 3 times, choose your times. Now, I know some people say lunch in the morning. It depends. Like I said, I do at 6:06 every morning, right? That might not work for you. You have to figure out a time and train it to that time frame. The difference is you're not consistent. The algorithm is going to do what the algorithm is going to do. The problem is you're not consistent. You're not consistent. And I don't want to hear that you don't have time. I'm the queen of you do. You're not going to like my coaching. If you get on board with me, you cannot tell me you don't have time. Unless you're in the hospital, you're taking care of, a loved one that's, sick in the hospital. But outside of that, outside of emergencies, you have time. Okay. So you can never tell me that. You can tell me you didn't make time, which will make sense to me. I tell my boys all the time, just say you didn't make the time. Don't say you didn't have it, because we all have it. Is what did you choose to do with it? So some people choose to watch television. Some people choose to listen to music. Some people choose to talk on the phone. Some people use it to scroll, the infinite scroll hole. And then you say, well, I didn't have time to market. I didn't have time to put up my business. I didn't have time to go live. You did. You chose not to. I'm going to rub your back. That's what my nephew says. I'm going to rub your back. You did. Okay. I know you guys say, I'm going to hold your hand. We say, I'm going to rub your back. Okay. You had time. You chose not to. Okay. Like tonight, even though I was 20 minutes late, I had time. I could have said, oh, my training was at 8 p.m. It's 8:20. I didn't have time. I was driving. So I actually couldn't do it at 8, right? Something came up. But you know what? I said, well, 8:20 is better than never. So I still have time. So let's make it happen. That's when you're committed to it. That's when you are committed. So there are 2 types of people. Write this down. So business coach Jerusha said there are 2 types of people. People that are interested in leveraging and monetizing social media, and people that are committed to leveraging and monetizing social media. So you have to ask yourself, which one are you? Are you the person that's interested? Like, I am interested. Like, I like it. It looks good. People are making money. People are making 6 figures. People are making 7 figures. Woo, woo. I like it. You're interested in it. Like, you do it when it's convenient for you. When it's convenient for you to tap in, then you do it. When it's an inconvenience, like it was an inconvenience today, when it's an inconvenience and you do it anyway, you're committed. You see the difference? There's a difference in commitment and interest. And same thing in relationships. When you committed to this one dude, right, or the significant other, you committed, you locked in, you are here. Bam, bam. Okay, you are texting every day. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, handsome. Like, you locked in, baby. You committed to that relationship. Something happens, the person gets you upset. You still committed because you forgive them. I forgive them. I'm committed. I'm locked in. The person does something else to piss you off. Guess what? Forgive them because you committed. I'm committed to this relationship. You keep doing that. And I'm not saying don't forgive. You keep doing it in a relationship over and over and over. Give him a chance and another chance. Give her another chance and another chance and another chance. Now let's talk about business. One person tells you no, thank you. Oh, I don't know if it's for me. I don't know if social media for me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if building a business is for me. I don't know if sales is for me. Okay, somebody say, I'm not interested. Oh, I don't know if it's for me. But you do other things that you want to be committed to over and over and over and over and over. I need you to have that same energy for your life. I need you to have that same energy for your business. I need you to have that same energy for your future, that you're committed and not just interested. I need you to go the extra mile. I need you to try something differently. You didn't give up on relationships because one person cheated or one person let you down or one person was a loser. You didn't give up on relationships. You tried another one, right? With a different person. Yes or yes. Put yes or yes in the chat. Jerusha, you telling the truth. You tried it again and again and again and again till you got it right. Or you're still trying and you didn't get it right yet. But you didn't give up on relationships, right? So you shouldn't give up on your business. You shouldn't give up on leveraging and monetizing social media. You shouldn't give up on trying. You shouldn't give up on learning a new skill. You shouldn't give up on your dreams. You shouldn't give up. It's funny how we can put more emphasis on other people than ourselves. So I'm going to need you to change that. So if this is resonating with anybody, like I'm speaking your language, say, Jerusha, you talking to me. I'm talking to you. So tag 2 people, share the broadcast. Like I said, the people that are in my business tips, motivation, and inspiration group, you have the floor. You can ask any business question and I will help you. I will answer that question or I will answer you privately because this is your time. Even though I was a little late, I wanted still to be committed to the peoples. I'm committed to the pretty people. Now, because I am helping 1,000 families get started with me in my social retail business. Yes, Brown Leroy in the building. Yes, cake it. I see you, gorgeous. She sell cakes. I see you in the building. So the one thing, and let's talk about it. Even if you have a service, the marketing is the same. I know people like to say, oh, I have a service. I don't have a product. It's still the same. I have an opportunity. I have digital business courses. The marketing is the same. You still have to show up, even though it's not a physical product. People still need to see you show up because out of sight, out of mind, right? The reason why you're so familiar with certain restaurants and certain stores is because you see it all the time. You know their logos, you know their brand, you know their music. You see it all the time because it's ingrained in you. It's in your subconscious that you know when you think of a hamburger, what company do you think of? Put it in the chat. When you think of a hamburger, what company do you think of? So if you sell candles, when somebody thinks of candles, do you want them to think of you? Yes or yes. Okay. When somebody is traveling and you have a travel industry, a travel business, do you want them to think of you? Yes. Oh, McDonald's. Yes. When I say hamburgers, what do you think of? She said McDonald's. You know why you think of McDonald's? Because McDonald's markets to you every single day. McDonald's has commercials. I worked in radio and television. McDonald's is marketing to you every single day, multiple times a day, on every program, every network, every single day. That's called marketing. So now when you get hungry, you think, oh, I should go to McDonald's, because that's your first thought. It's in your subconscious, right? Because it's brainwashing you. It's brainwashing you. Yes, marketing. Yes, that's all it's doing. You know, television is a program. It's programming the brain. You know, that's all it is. Just like music is programming the brain. That's what social media is. It's programming the brain. So when you think of business coaches, I want you to think of Jerusha. When you think of, yes, enthusiastic and motivational and inspirational, I want you to think of Jerusha. That's the point. When you need somebody to speak on stages and teach them classes and courses, I want you to think of Jerusha. So absolutely. So when I think of, like holistic stuff, health and wellness, I think of this holistic coach that I know. She's the first person that I think of because not only do I know she's a holistic coach, but I see her all the time. So if you're not marketing to the point where people who think of, oh, I need lashes, you sell lashes, but they don't think of you. You sell hair, but they don't think of you. You sell whatever, lotions, potions, pots, pans, but they don't immediately think of you. You're not marketing enough. You got to master the marketing. And that means you got to show up every single day, multiple times a day, different platforms. Just like if I market in television on commercials, it's ABC, NBC, CNN, it's all of them, right? You see the same commercial. You switch channels, you see the same commercial. Why? Because the person that loves this programming and this station doesn't love this station and this programming. The person who loves YouTube doesn't love TikTok. The person who loves TikTok doesn't love Instagram. Therefore, I need to be in multiple places. Right now, I'm on my YouTube, I'm on my Instagram, I'm on my Facebook main page, my Facebook group, I'm on TikTok. I'm on multiple platforms, just like if I was running a commercial on different networks. You're following me? That's called marketing. So when you think of, when your people think of, if you are in what industry? Insurance. If they're getting ready to consider insurance and they don't think of you, you wasn't marketing to them. You just told them one time you have it. You keep posting your business card that you're in insurance. You're not actually marketing to them. Every 6 months, you need to come back around and talk to them people. The people that you've already spoken to, every 6 months, come back around. How you doing? Have things changed? You want to make sure your presence is known. That's marketing. That's called follow-up. I created a follow-up ebook that does that. So if you didn't grab my follow-up ebook, you can, or you can get it in a 3-day ride. It's a part of it. But yes, grab the follow-up, because I give you a year's worth of scripts for follow-up. And they start going, oh, thank you so much for the hearts and the love on TikTok. I appreciate that. And so when you're following up, your follow-up should be ongoing until the person says, I don't want any more of your information. Right? Or they block you, or whatever they do, they stop the text messages. They are no longer wanting insurance. They are no longer wanting your services. That's fine. You're not out of people. I want you guys to know, I want you to stop the stinking thinking. I want you to know there's an abundance of everything. Just because somebody stopped following you, that's okay. You can get 10 more followers today. Okay. It really is okay. Don't take it personally. You don't know what's going on in their lives. They don't need your insurance today. They don't need your financial services today. They don't need 2 shots of the liquid gold today. They don't need it. That's cool too. It's all good. And you need to start saying, thank you for the hearts. You need to start saying everything's perfect. It's perfect. Everything somebody says is perfect. It's perfect. It was meant to be, whatever it is. Now, do we overcome objections? Yes. Do we beg? No. No. If someone says no, thank you, I put them on my follow-up list. We'll follow up at another time. Your money is in the follow-up, right? The consistency of following up. Because just today, if I don't need your services, I might need it 6 months from now. If I don't need your product, I might need it a year from now. But you didn't follow up. I forgot you sold lashes. Oh yeah, a year ago you told me you sold lashes. You know how many people are marketing on social media that sell what you sell? I forgot that you sold it. Because you're not in my face, out of sight, out of mind. You have to be in my face all the time. So when I think of traveling, I think of you. When I think of cakes, right? You say, okay, I think, oh, this lady, she lives in Georgia. She says she makes cakes. Oh, I need to be thinking of you. So I have a birthday coming up. Oh, I need a cake. There was this lady. I need to know who you are based on your marketing. And just sharing with me one little cute picture every other day that's not going to get it. I'm going to need you to get a little bit more creative with your phone. I'm going to need you to do transitions with your phone. I'm going to need you to do effects with your phone, especially if you are a creator, like you make cakes. You're the creator of it. It's so much content because you created. I don't actually create this. Like if I put the chemicals together, if I had on a mask in the manufacturer, if I was in the chemical lab, I would be showing all of those things because I made it. It's mine. I didn't make this. So all I can do is tell you the benefits of it. This is going to help strengthen your bones, your joints, your tendons, your ligaments, your connective tissues. That's what it did for me. I started using it last year and I saw results, and now I just tell everybody about it. And so I take 2 shots, one in the day, one in the morning. I tell you the benefits, but I didn't make it. But you make cupcakes. You make spreadsheets, like you knit. You actually are the creator. You're a painter. You're an artist. You do all of these things. You want to take people on the journey. People want to see how you made it. They want to know, oh man, she made this from scratch. The time you went to the store, what type of flour did you get? What type of sugar did you get? Did you get keto sugar? Did you get regular sugar? Did you get Yeah, people, all this information is important. It's all good marketing content. You're never running out of content. Okay. I could do with the pretty people logo. I could do every time, I'm live at least 2 or 3 times a week. I have on the pretty people t-shirt. I'm drinking from the pretty people mug. I'm drinking from the pretty people water bottle. I'm constantly putting the pretty people, and I say it several times that I'm talking, because what am I doing? Programming the brain, programming the brain. Oh, hello, pretty people. I'm programming it so much. I went home and my uncle, he said, hello, pretty people. That's how much it became a thing, like a little catchy phrase that I didn't even know was going to become a catchy phrase. When I said it, I didn't think anything of it until other people started saying it. And somebody said, you probably should do a trademark. And I said, I guess I need to. And that's what I did. So if I don't know about your business, you definitely need to market more. You just got to get creative. You got to show up more, be in different locations. You need to do all the things. Now, one thing that I noticed on here to answer another question is, you see other people not doing as much. Don't compare yourself. Sometimes people have favor. And sometimes it's their season. And sometimes only God knows. And so what I would tell you is, because that bothers me on TikTok. It doesn't bother me on any other platform. TikTok, in my opinion, will show you the most foolery in the world over education. Now, I have a problem with that, right? But I also understand it's not my app. I also understand they want to program people to only look at foolery all the time. It's great to kiki and kaka. I laugh with you guys. Things are so funny. The girl with the green dress and the white heels that said, what happened to the girlies with heels in the club? Okay, I saw that just like you saw it, right? Because it went viral. And again, guess what happened? Now this girl has brand deals. Now she have all of these deals coming her way. It's just her time. That was just her blessing. So what you guys started to tease her on actually became the biggest blessing for her on social media. So what I would do is don't compare. I know it's hard. So TikTok is the only one that get on my nerves with only showing fights and, things like that to rouse up people right now, political stuff to get people arguing back and forth. But they are not going to push out financial advice. They are not going to push out. They're not going to do it. So you have to seek it. You got to seek what you want. Seek what you want to see in the feed. And so, but I wouldn't worry about it. I just keep posting, keep marketing, keep meeting people. I just do what I need to do. And so I just strongly believe that your time is coming. But if you do nothing, if you stop and say it didn't work, I just give up. There's a lot of rules. There's a lot of, hooks and things of that nature, but you got to figure it out. Life is about figuring it all out. Everything is figure outable. There's a book called Everything is Figure Outable. You can figure it out. If I can figure out social media after being offline for many years building my business, you can figure it out. I'm not that smart in technology. Trust me, I'm not. I make mistakes every single time I go live. Every time. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was supposed to do that. Oh, I was supposed to hit that button. Every time it's something. So trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. I want to be the person just talk, everybody else handle the technical parts. I just want to be the person that entertains, motivates, and inspires and teach, and somebody else does everything else. And so this is what I know for sure. The people that are committed, they will leverage and monetize social media. The people that are interested will keep complaining. At the end of the day, no one wants to hear your complaints. Get away from the complaint counter. Say, business coach Jerusha said, I need to get away from the complaint counter because nobody wants to hear my complaints. So now that you know, leveraging and monetizing are two different things. So hopefully this helps you. Monetizing is when the app pays you. That's monetization, right? Whatever it is, they get whatever, even YouTube shorts, however you're getting paid. That's monetization when they're paying you. Okay. Now, leveraging is I have my own business. And this social media is free to me. This marketing is free to me right now, right? I'm marketing my own thing. I'm marketing myself. My brand is me. I'm leveraging this tool called social media. I'm leveraging the 4.8 billion people that opens up social media every single day. That's leverage. So I'm building a brand because companies can shut down, companies can change names, companies can change comp plans, but my name, my brand will still stand. I'm leveraging it by branding myself. So monetization and leveraging are two different things. I need you to do both. Okay. I need you to do both. So if you're not there yet where you can monetize social media, because there are a lot of rules, especially on TikTok, you got to have 10,000 followers, which I have, but for other people, you got to have 10,000 followers. You got to have 100,000 people that like it in 30 days. Like there are rules for them to actually monetize. That's why you have to leverage, because you're in control. When you leverage it, you're in control. I control the Pretty People brand. I control how often I do coaching, and I control my business courses. I control it. So it doesn't matter what happened to a company. I'm controlling what Jerusha has. Make sense? Yes or yes? Did I answer your question about leveraging and monetizing? That I want you to learn how to do both, that you can do both, that anybody can. So yes. And yes, we need to definitely do more trainings on marketing. I think it is difficult to market. Yeah. But once you understand your brand and who you are and who you're talking to, marketing becomes a little bit easier. And so there are a lot of things that you can do to figure out, how do I market better? Yes, you can ask ChatGPT. Yes, you can Google it. Yes, you can go to YouTube and get all of these skills. But if you're not going to do any of those things, it's kind of a waste of time. So yes, I agree. We do need to teach a little bit more on marketing, because most people don't go to school for marketing. They don't major in marketing. And so they actually don't know what to do. They're just throwing stuff on the wall, hoping something sticks. Like, I'm going to keep doing it. And then it's not happening as fast as you would want it to happen. But we're going to help you with that. Yes or yes. Was this good? You can ask me any question about leveraging and monetizing social media. Yep. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm happy to answer your questions. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Yes. Thank you on Instagram. I see my pretty people on Instagram. Yes. All right. So let's talk about this. Let me see. Hey, Terrence, how you doing? All right. So the other thing that I can tell you, and we got 8 minutes since I got on late, I decided, no, let me go ahead and keep training and keep telling you what you need to do right now. If you have a question, please put it in the chat. I do see what you're saying. So let me answer this for a second. If you're the type of person that have a traditional 9-to-5, okay, which is most of you, I think that's great. Stop feeling like you don't need your 9-to-5. You need it until you're able to, right? Take your side hustle and it can pay all your bills, that you're comfortable, right? Whatever that is to you. Don't get pressured and you haven't even won social media and marketing on social media on a part-time basis. So I wouldn't, even when I was offline, I never told anybody that they should just up and quit their job. I'm saying, let's build this up. Let's create some momentum. Let's create some customers. Let's create residual income. And at some point, if you see yourself transitioning, great. But most people that I work with, they work a full-time job. Pat yourself on the back, baby. Yes, it's a lot more work when you work by yourself because it's yours, right? The commitment level is different. When you walk off that job at 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., girl, you leave that in the wind. You are not thinking about that job until you go back 8, 9 o'clock the next day, correct? With your own business, I'm thinking about it all the time. All the time, I'm thinking about the Pretty People brand, helping 1,000 families, helping you get in the 3-day ride business course, making the course more efficient, all the things all the time, coming up with new ideas, new marketing strategies all the time because it's mine. So actually, girl, you are winning when you have your full-time job and you have a side hustle. Now, I wouldn't trade it only because I know what this feels like to have freedom. I'm a freedom girl. So I love the freedom that I have and what it brings to me to have my own. And so if you're not there yet, don't beat yourself up. It's fine. Everybody, I know it's a big thing of work for yourself, work from home. Girl, somebody got to work in corporate America. Somebody got to work in healthcare. Somebody got to work. Somebody got to do the job. Somebody has teachers. Somebody got to be the principal. Somebody has to do the job. So, and you can have a side hustle. so you can leverage and monetize social media. Now, I'll give you this. The easiest platforms, do I have a question on TikTok? The easiest platforms, in my opinion, and my experience of being on here since the pandemic, in terms of monetization, in my opinion, it would have to be Facebook to me. Their requirements are a little bit less. Okay. So like the stars, you could have that. So they have different monetization ways that you can do it. If you have a group, you can monetize from the group. So like I told you guys, you don't understand if you're giving a lot of value like me. I have a private group and you can charge people to be a part of this group, and they have exclusive training with you. Now you have to be in a position where you can handle it because it is a job, right? So I'm in another group, right, that I pay. So two things. I also pay for groups that are valuable to me, and I pay in one group $19.97. The group has about 50,000 people in the group. You do the math. 50,000 people times $19.97 is about almost $200,000 every single month for one person who owns the group. So in my opinion, based on what I know and what I do on Facebook, Facebook is probably the easiest way to generate income fast in terms of monetization. Okay. For what I think, you're leveraging it and you're monetizing. TikTok has a lot of rules, which is great. You know, I do monetize TikTok, but it's not to me as simple as Facebook. Because once you start, you know, growing your community and they're getting value, just like anything else, some people leave, most of them stay because they're getting something. I explained a long time ago, this app is about getting something. If you're the giver, you're going to win. You help enough people get what they want, you're going to have what you want. And so if I'm giving all of this information, like in the 3-day ride, it's easy for me to get my numbers, you know, how many people I want to help this month in the 3-day ride, because I'm giving so much in the 3-day ride. It's going to be worth it. It's 100% guaranteed. And I'm going to continue to watch you, to help you, to answer your questions. Like I already know. Okay. So I think if you have something to give that people want, you're able to build a community that they will pay you. Knowledge is the new rich. People pay for information. That's why you have all these digital courses doing very well. Okay. So the 3-day ride is going to be available. So make sure you get my 3-day ride. Okay. Because yes, if I could do this for free, baby, I like working one-on-one with people because I get to know you by name and I get to know your business and I get to go look at your page and evaluate the page. And now I know you when I see you. It's a different feeling. And I want you to feel like, man, I know her. Like she personally helped me. And when I see you, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's 411. Like I know who it is. And I've met, I don't know how many people at this point, just using social media. So if that's helpful, please let me know. Thank you for tagging. Thank you for sharing. If you gave me stars on Facebook, great. Thank you. The stars help. And it also helps me continue to do this for free every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. If you want to learn more about the 1,000 families that I'm helping, thank you so much. Thank you so much. 1,000 families, I'm helping them get started with me in my business. I know a lot of people are like, can you help me? Yes, I can help you with your business in the 3-day ride or in my 6-month coaching program. So I don't care what you sell, lotions, potions, pots, pans, lashes, nails, it doesn't matter, services. You are to get in the 3-day ride or my 6-month coaching program. If you don't have a business and you want to work with me and you're like, I need a business, I'm helping 1,000 families get started with me in my business so I can share with you what that looks like in a 12-minute video. 12 minutes. Okay. So all you have to do is message me open, text me open. You can text on TikTok. You can text me open, message me, same thing here. I can put my number on Facebook. Text this number open, and then you'll get the info. I can't give the number unless I post it on TikTok, but this is the number. So text me open. I just posted it on Facebook. So text me open, If you want to learn about the 1000 families, this is starting a business. This is an opportunity. It's 12 minutes. Watch the video and you and I get to have a conversation. Sounds good? Yes or yes. Was this valuable to you? Yes or yes. All right. Do you want to see this again? I want to have a guest. I'll probably have a guest next Wednesday. If you're in the business tips, motivation, and inspiration group, that guest could be you. And then you get to come on the live. We get to do one-on-one coaching at 8 p.m. Eastern time. If you have business partners who don't know about this, guess what? You need to say, girl, come on over here so we can get our questions answered. We can get our questions answered about social media. I'm confused. I wish somebody offered this free training that I offer. I wish more people offered it, because you get to get different trainings, different perspectives, different experiences. And so, yes, so if you know other coaches that are like me that offer this, we need to collaborate. I would love to talk to them. So just let me know. So I'm all about winning. That's what pretty people do. We celebrate, collaborate, we make great connections. That's what being pretty is. Not just the outside. We're talking about the inside. And so I don't want to be the best kept secret. Yes. Yes, sharing is caring. When I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Yes, that's how we change the world. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love on TikTok. And I'm going to hold on TikTok. You can actually answer. I can answer more questions. Book face. We're going to see your pretty faces on next Wednesday. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I'll see you on the page. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Thank you for the stars. Thank you for the hearts. Look, I show up.